What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. Every single morning, we are here wherever you get your audio podcasts. Also on the BettingPros YouTube channel for the video. This podcast being brought to you by BetMGM and the $1,000 offer available to new users with the promo code JUICE at sign up at BetMGM.com. New users only, but you qualify for a $1,000 first bet offer with the promo code JUICE in a new account at BetMGM.com. I can't shake this. This is odd. We're going win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Back and back. I mean, it's tennis right now. 2-1 yesterday, 1-2 last night, or 2-1 2 days ago, 1-2 last night. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm really very consistently inconsistent, I think is the only way to really look at this. So if we're going by the schedule or the trend, today will be a winning day. I don't know. I hope so, but we'll see. It's been a weird 9-day stretch. We lost about 1.4 units yesterday with the under coming in and then both sides missing, and we laid juice on both those sides. Vegas got crushed at home. They're in big trouble. That's not good at all. They're going to be in for a dogfight. I got a big bet on the Golden Knights and the Bruins to both win their series at plus money. I got a little loose on that. I liked the Golden Knights a lot. Brossoit played well, but if Hellebuck plays like that and the Golden Knights don't have any real intensity, they're going to have a tough time getting shots to the net against that Jets team. And if they don't win game 2, the series is over. That's a must win in game 2. And then they got to take one in Winnipeg. And maybe the series goes 7. They can take it in 7, but they're in for a complete dogfight against the Jets. Give the pros, give the numbers guys, give the book people credit. They were all on this. They liked the Jets last night. They liked the Jets in the series. I went against it because I still really like Brossoit a lot, but it wasn't his fault last night. First career playoff start for him. Hellebuck just looked way better, way more confident and comfortable. And look, goaltenders can steal series. There's no debating. It's your team cannot be as good, and your team can get through because your goaltender carries you. So Hellebuck's been a Vezina Trophy finalist and a Vezina Trophy winner for a reason. And how did that game go over? Yikes. You bet under 5.5. That is a brutal beat. That game ending 5-1 there. But the Devils got smoked by the Rangers. And we'll talk about a team not ready for prime time. Whew. Devils better win game 2 as well. That was a big brother beating up on little brother. Yikes. But then the game went as we thought with the Kraken in Colorado with the under. Didn't pick the Kraken to win on the puck line. But, okay, Kraken win the game 3-1. So clearly I'm better with totals right now. So I'm going to do 3 bets involving totals in the NHL. Now, here's the thing. Some of you would like some NBA action, okay? I understand that. I'm going to give you 2 NBA player props in the morning, okay? I'll get up. I'll do some research. I'll take a look at some things. I will play 2 NBA player props coming up for the games in the NBA tonight. So I will add a bit to the card today. So I got 3 bets in the NHL. I'll have 2 NBA player props that I'll give you guys a chance to jump in with so we have a chance to track and watch a little bit for the NBA. But clearly, I'm more invested in the NHL. I'm more invested in the NBA. You know, we ended the regular season. I tend to split the regular season and the playoffs when it comes to records because they're 2 very different betting experiences. So basically up 7 units at the end of the regular season, down in the playoffs so far. So let's see where we go a little bit here with this, but we got a ways to go. We got another 5 weeks, 6 weeks to go in the NHL playoffs. So not a great start coming out of the gate, but not awful either. So we still have chances. The Bruins win their series. That's, it's a nice unit we'll pick up there and some other bets we got going on. So before I give you the 3 plays that I'm jumping in with, and they're going to be pretty consistent, I got one that's a little bit exotic, one that's a little bit unique, but 2 of them you're going to go, oh yeah, that's a pretty obvious bet that Matt's going to make because Matt has been making these bets all year. Let's first, before I give you the picks, talk about how you guys can win a free year of BettingPros Premium upgrade. Like this video, subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel, and comment underneath me on this video because when you do, you can be the one we select for a free upgrade to BettingPros Premium, whether you're looking for top-rated player props, maybe custom analysis of your betting performance, picks that might be just there only exclusively on the BettingPros Premium side of things. The BettingPros Premium, that has it for you. The tools you will need to cash more bets. If you don't want to wait till the giveaway at the end of the month, however, sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. All right. We bet this in game one. We're betting it in game two. The New York Islanders were the number one team to a first period under. 1-0 was the score after the first period with Carolina, and that was because of a power play that happened early. 1-0 goal got scored in the first 4 minutes. The gift hit, shockingly enough, the gift hit for Carolina and the Islanders. Going to come right back here. It's minus 130. I'm going to come right back in here with a under 1.5 goals in the first period. If you want the no for a gift, I don't mind it, but like we saw in game one, you could have lost that gift bet. No, a yes to a gift and then the under. I'm going to stay away from the goals in the first 10 minutes at the moment and just come in here with the under 1.5 goals at minus 130 for Carolina and for the Islanders. It's just how the Islanders play, all right? They come out slow. They come out, feel out process. And after game one, in which it went, right down 2-1 final, I think it's going to pick right back up. I mean, most people are predicting these games are going to be under machines. So you can jump in here with the game under if you want. I definitely lean towards the game under at 5.5, but I'm going to go first period under 1.5 goals, Carolina and the Islanders at minus 130. Put 1.3 units down on that for bet number one. Bet number two, the Boston Bruins taking on the Florida Panthers. While I do think the puck line is a good bet, shop around, find a good price. I do think the Bruins win. I think the Bruins win on the puck line. However, the under is a bet that I think you almost have to make here. FanDuel, again, is off market, okay? I got two bets at FanDuel for us here tonight. FanDuel's at 6.5. Again, FanDuel and Boyd. If you're in Vegas, Boyd has these numbers. If you're outside of Vegas and you're looking at FanDuel numbers, they're at 6.5. Much like the Kraken last night with Colorado. Everybody was at 6. Game went under. You can play under 6 if you want. I just like being safe. I want the win. So I'll lay the juice to get the win and the extra half a goal just so I don't push. So if it winds up 4-2, we don't push. We win at 4-2. Under 6.5, the Bruins and the Florida Panthers. The Boston Bruins are 26-13-2 at home this year in 9 of the last 10 games, and making it 10 of 11 with the first game in this series. Have gone under for the Boston Bruins at home. The Florida Panthers 4-3-3 over their last 10 on the road to the under. And you got the same two goaltenders, Allmark against Alex Lyon, both being projected. If it's Swayman for the Bruins, I don't mind this bet again. If it's Bobrovsky in net, okay, check with me in the morning. Okay, if by some reason they go with Bobrovsky for game 2, which I don't think they would do that until they go back to Florida, but maybe they would. Bobrovsky makes me nervous. Okay, I'm not going to lie. If it's Bobrovsky, I'm concerned about the total being 6.5, but for right now, all indication is it's Alex Lyon. All indication that the team's going to roll with him for the first 2 games, maybe for the whole series. They're going to run with him. He didn't play poorly. I mean, he lost 3-1. Not awful. Had them in the game. So if he gets lit up and they pull it and they put Bob in, that's not good. But if the Bruins light him up early, the over is probably going to hit anyway. So the bet's probably dead. 6.5. Bruins, Panthers, under 6.5. Let's keep this Boston Bruins home train. By the way, the Bruins on the road in game 3, over bet, okay? You want to see goals being scored? When this thing shifts to Florida, this series will open wide up and the games will go over in my mind. But for game 2, we're going under 6.5 at FanDuel, minus 122 here, 1.22 units down on that. And the third bet is a bet you can make at certain books. Not every book. In Vegas, you got to shop around. Boyd, FanDuel's got this, but if you're outside of Vegas, FanDuel has this. So this is a tip of the cap to Gabe Morency at SportsGrid. He was on last night. I was watching him, and he made a couple of points about the ability that some books allow you to bet alternative totals and parlay them. You can take the Carolina Islanders game to 6.5 from 5.5 to 6.5. And you can take the Wild and the Stars tonight and push that to 6.5. That's a plus 107 parlay. The numbers are pretty striking. At home, Carolina 26-16-1 to the under, while the Islanders are 20-19-3 on the road to the over. We saw what happened in game number 1 with how tight this series is going to get played. 7 goals being scored. That would be a stunner if 7 goals get scored between Carolina and the New York Islanders. And when you pair that up with the Wild and the Stars, now they scored 5 goals. The total is 5.5. Some people are saying that, it's 5.5 juice minus 140 to the under, bet over, get to 6 goals on an open net one just because of the plus money. Well, if we take it to 6.5, however, though, 4-2 doesn't beat us. 4-2 beats everybody else. Doesn't beat us. You take the Wild Stars to 6.5 and you bet under there. The Wild 21-18-2 on the road to the under. Against the Stars at home, 22-17-3 to the under. Both goaltenders, Gustafsson and Ottinger, expected in net tonight for both those teams. Could be a lower scoring game than game 1, which was that double overtime thriller. There was 2-2, ultimately won by the Wild 3-2. This feels like a 3-2 hockey game. It could be potentially a 4-2 hockey game if we don't go to overtime and we get an open net. So let's put this thing to 6.5. It's a plus 107 1-unit bet. Under 6.5, Islanders up against Carolina. Under 6.5, Wild against the Stars. That plus 107 is available at FanDuel. We're doing that. All right, 3 totals, all under, or 3 bets on totals, all unders. If this is the night where we see tons of goals, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. I'll just blow the night up. And I'll sink, and the week would probably be destroyed. But let's hope that we don't see that. Hopefully we have a really tough defensive night. Not a lot of goals being scored. Grand Salami under coming in, hopefully. Did the Grand Salami? It was 23.5 the last 2 days. It went under in day 1. Day 2, I think it probably went over. I got to do the quick math on that, but I think we probably went over 23.5 today after going under. So maybe it's zigzagging and it goes under today. So it's a good day to play the unders. All right. Carolina Islanders, first period, under 1.5 goals at minus 130. Bruins Panthers, under 6.5 goals, minus 122. Carolina Islanders for the game, 6.5, alternative total, parlayed with the Wild and the Stars. Alternative total of 6.5. It's a plus 107 parlay at FanDuel for 1 unit. All right. NBA player props coming in the Discord channel later today. BettingPros.com/chat. So we'll have some action in the NBA. Again, going to pass on baseball until we get further down the line with the NHL playoffs. Probably once we get through the first series of games into the second round of the NHL playoffs, then we'll probably get into some other things. But right now, we're going to stick with the NHL, and it's what I'm watching the most and betting the most and having the most success with. So let's stay with the NHL. 2-1, 1-2. How about a 3-0 night? Matt Perrault, that's me. Follow me on Twitter, @SportsTalkMatt, every single morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast, being brought to you by BetMGM.